Gennady Golovkin has arrived in the UK today. As you can see on screen, there's a picture of him at Heathrow Airport Terminal 2. And there was literally nobody waiting for him when he arrived, other than the person holding the camera who may be a part of Triple G's team. I don't know, but I'll leave a link in the description below to the actual video clip, which is only 20 seconds long or something like that. You'll see Triple G coming through the arrivals lounge in Heathrow Airport in London. No fanfare, nobody recognized him, not even one person said, "Hey, that's Gennady Golovkin." Now, he does have his hood up, but believe you me, people, it don't matter whether he was wearing a mask. If he was a big star, an international superstar, as Carl Froch likes to say in boxing, there would be people waiting for him before he even got off the plane. Hundreds of people. If Mike Tyson went to the UK today, he'd still get mobbed at the airport. If Floyd Mayweather or Manny Pacquiao went to the UK today, they would get mobbed. It don't matter if they're wearing shades with their hood up. There'd be people there waiting for them, looking out for them, no matter if they're wearing shades or what. The fact that nobody even recognized Triple G at Heathrow Airport, which is one of the busiest international airports in the world, shows that, first of all, Triple G by himself is not box office yet. And it also shows that his team have got a lot of work to do building his international profile. To my understanding, this Kell Brook Triple G fight will not be pay-per-view in the United States. And remember, Triple G's based in the United States. So he's not pay-per-view for this fight in the country where he's based as a fighter. But Kell Brook is pay-per-view for this particular fight anyway in his home country of the United Kingdom. Now, I had a discussion with somebody online a week or so ago, and this young man was saying, what if Kell Brook beats Triple G? Will he be avoided by all the other middleweights? Because Triple G's avoided and Kell Brook is already avoided at 147 pounds. So this person was saying that logic dictates that instead of Triple G being the most avoided fighter in the world, it'd then be Kell Brook if he beats Triple G. And I said to this individual that that would absolutely not be the case. The reason why Triple G is avoided, similar to Kell Brook, but more so with Triple G, the reason why Triple G is avoided is because the risk reward for fighting him is not favorable enough for the guys who are avoiding him. For example, Billy Joe Saunders could earn just as much, if not more money, fighting a rematch with Chris Eubank Jr. as he could facing Triple G. Billy Joe Saunders could earn just as much, if not more. In fact, I'm definitely sure more money fighting Canelo Alvarez as he could facing Triple G. So if he can earn more money fighting those guys, I'm not defending him, but I'm just saying this is why people like Billy Joe Saunders ain't fighting Triple G or ain't in a rush to fight him. If he can earn more money fighting far less dangerous fighters, then why is he going to take on Triple G? And for those who are saying, well, Triple G is a big money guy because look how much money Kell Brook is getting for this fight. Kell Brook is getting this much money for the fight because the interest for the fight is in the UK. The person putting the money up is Sky Sports. They're the pay-per-view platform. Eddie Hearn and Sky Sports are putting the money up for this fight, not Triple G's representatives in the United States. It's Brook that's bringing all the big numbers of fans to the O2 Arena, not Triple G. As you've seen, he's walked out of Heathrow Airport and nobody recognized him. And I'm sure he can walk about most places in the United States and nobody recognizes him. So they've got a lot of work to do with Triple G in terms of building his profile as a fighter. And of course, this is why Triple G's traveling. What champion travels, a unified champion would travel to another man's backyard for a fight? When you're a unified champion, you don't have to do that normally. They come to your backyard. You get to dictate terms to them. But guys like Triple G have to do it because the money is in the other guy's backyard, not in your own backyard, because in your own backyard, nobody recognizes you. In the other guy's backyard, everybody recognizes him. So you're eating off his plate, essentially, which is what Golovkin is doing here. Now, with all that being said, if Golovkin manages to beat Kell Brook, that will go a long way to boosting his international profile. British fans are known to give respect and appreciation to fighters who go to the UK and beat a British fighter on his home soil. They might boo him on the way into the ring, but if he knocks Kell Brook out in spectacular fashion, they'll be applauding, maybe not cheering, but definitely applauding him out of the ring. That's how British fans are. They are very magnanimous in defeat. Even if they boo you in, they might cheer you out. And just going back to the Kell Brook, if he beats Golovkin situation, Kell Brook would certainly not be avoided if he was to beat Golovkin, because he would be a huge cash cow. Huge. I mean, the shockwaves that it would send around the world of boxing if he beat Golovkin would just be biblical in proportions. And his profile in the UK, which is fairly big at the moment in the build up to this Golovkin fight, would just go through the roof. Kell Brook would be so huge in the UK, it would be unreal if he manages to beat Triple G. He would be such a massive cash cow that every middleweight, everyone from 168 to 154 would be trying to fight Kell Brook today if he was to beat Golovkin. That's how big a cash cow he would be. Billy Joe Saunders and Frank Warren would be on the phone immediately if he was to beat Triple G. Eubank Jr. would be literally chomping at the bit to try and get Kell Brook in the ring. Kell Brook would not be avoided at all if he beat Triple G. It's all about money, people. If Golovkin's people, let's put it this way, if Golovkin was as big in the United States as Canelo Alvarez is in terms of box office, if he had that type of fan base, he wouldn't have any shortage of people wanting to fight him at middleweight. You'd have plenty more guys. If they were offering people $5 million, $10 million, $15 million to fight Triple G in Las Vegas, you wouldn't have any problem getting Billy Joe Saunders, Danny Jacobs, or anybody else in the ring with him. Unless they can get bigger money elsewhere. That's the thing. If you can get equal money or bigger money elsewhere, 9 times out of 10 these days, the guys are going to choose to go elsewhere rather than fight Golovkin. It is what it is. So yeah, I'm expecting, obviously, as you all know, Golovkin to beat Kell Brook. And as I say, that will boost his profile, I think quite substantially, because boxing in the UK is so big. It's one of the biggest boxing markets in the world at the moment. It's absolutely buzzing. And to put on a spectacular performance to KO Brook in devastating fashion would help Golovkin's international profile. If he came to the UK again, let's say he knocks out Brook and then goes back to the UK later on in the year, this time there would be people waiting for him at Heathrow Airport. Whether he's got his hood up, shades on or whatever, there'd be people waiting for him to try and spot him. Anyway, people, have a look at the video for yourselves. It's only a short clip. Drop your comments in the comment section below. As always, be interested to hear how you feel about this. All right? It's your boy Hatman. I'm out.